coming up at the Comedy Festival, and it's called Quiz in My Pants Hardcore. Now, please don't turn off the radio. Don't run away. Jeremy's on the line now, and he's going to tell us all about it, and I think he's got some funny stories at the same time. Jeremy, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be on the phone.
Good to talk to you, mate. Thank you very, very much for coming a little bit earlier too, because the former guest is missing. He's gone on, I don't know, he's gone vacation somewhere. Jeremy, tell me all about this. It's a new one. It's starring Cassandra Daly, and it's part of the Melbourne Comedy Festival. How did it all come about?
Well, this is we're doing an adult-only trivia night. So we like to say that it's testing questions, testing your knowledge about all things that might have to do with a little three-letter word beginning with S. And it came about because I guess I've just got a love of trivia, and I love going to trivia nights and, pub quizzes and trying to win a few prizes and show off my fairly extensive and useless knowledge. And Cassandra Daly is herself a professional quiz mistress. So she hosts a couple of quiz nights in pubs around Melbourne, and we thought that, and they tend to be, cover sport and politics and movies and other popular culture, but we wanted to do one that was focused on one very specific topic.
I believe that Cassandra has been performing since the age of 11. That's around about the time she discovered theatre sports, I believe.
So she and I have been working together for about the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Originally in Western Australia, where I produced a lot of theatre for young audiences. Obviously, this is not a show for young audiences, but
No.
Cassandra and I have been working together for a while, and we did a show together last year for the Melbourne Fringe Festival called Shoot from the Hip, which was like a film noir radio play, if you can have a film radio play, but you get the drift.
Yep.
So, we have a lot of fun working together and creating an evening's entertainment for people that is very entertaining, very amusing, and gets people to have a laugh and a bit of a think.
And Jeremy, being part of the Comedy Festival, I dare say it's going to be interactive with the audience. You're going to ask them to come up with questions and quiz you, or you're going to quiz the audience?
Yes, we're going to quiz the audience, and if the audience gets it right, they win prizes. So you can earn back the cost of your ticket by showing your knowledge of the sex life of ducks, and recognising the naked male torso of various celebrities, or perhaps even identifying a famous buttock or two.
Go on. That sounds like a lot of fun. It really does.
And we have it's a bit of a cabaret experience in that it's more than just pub trivia. The Butterfly Club is the venue where we're performing, which is a fantastic venue full of great performances, but also an extraordinary collection of sort of kitsch. And I work with a costume designer and maker who is very good at making extraordinary costumes for performers to wear, and so we've got songs, we've got some amazing costumes and a luscious set, and we also have as a special feature some quite surprising quick changes. So where Cassie turns from a glamorous showgirl into something that I probably can't describe in too much detail on air.
I understand, I think. It sounds like it's going to be marvellous. You've had a lot of experience in television too, haven't you? You directed kids' TV programs, soap operas and so on?
Yeah, I've had a very fortunate career, and Australia, it's a wonderful place to live and work, and one of the benefits is that the industry is in some ways quite small, and you do get to jump around and have a lot of opportunities. There's not many of us who jump constantly between television and theatre, but I've been lucky enough to do that over the last sort of 20 years now. And mostly, unlike this show for the Comedy Festival, mostly I direct shows for kids, and whether that be on television or live on stage.
Yep. And you had your training back at NIDA days, didn't you?
I did. I was there at the same time as Kate Blanchett was probably the most famous classmate.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's just an extraordinary talent and a very humble soul in my experience. And that was a great starting for a career. I dropped out of a law degree studying to be a lawyer to go off to NIDA.
How many people do that? You hear that all the time, don't you?
You do. And there's been a couple of times over the years where I've kind of gone, did I really make the right decision? But it only takes about 5 seconds, and I think that I have.
You've got the right way around. And, of course, you're in the production company, your own production company, with your wife too, Kate, aren't you?
Yes, it's been one of the joys of my adult life, being able to work professionally with my life partner. So we produce a lot of work together, and Kate also hosts trivia nights and shares my love of arcane knowledge, and she's been devising the questions. So, yeah, she's had the difficult task of doing a lot of the research.
I read that you did that research on the internet and you spent a lot of hours.
Yes.
Come clean.
Yes, I had to say I had to be very diligent about clearing my internet browsing history.
Yeah,
I'm worried that reports are going straight to Obama in the States about some of the websites I've visited.
So long as it's not Donald Trump, you're right. Tell me, you've got two daughters. Are either one of the children interested in showbiz?
Yes, we actually did a family show 2 years ago. So a play that Kate wrote and I produced, and our girls, who at the time were about 13 and 10, performed in. The older daughter is now 15, and she has just appeared in an Australian telemovie called The Nowhere Boys, Book of Shadows, which is produced by the ABC and Matchbox Pictures. And later in the year, she's got another couple of films coming out. So she really did catch the acting bug. We tried to discourage it. We tried to develop her interest in accounting. Or
not a law degree.
Exactly. Yeah. But she really did grow up in rehearsal rooms, and she absolutely loves doing it. She's also extremely studious, so she's at high school and takes that very seriously, but just loves the opportunity to act. Mostly, except for that one show that we did as a family, she mostly just does film and television. She's not so interested in stage, whereas we tend to do more of the stage stuff. And her younger sister did act, but she, at the very mature age of 11, she retired from the stage to concentrate on gymnastics and school.
Fair enough.
Being a kid.
Fair enough. Well, being a kid is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeremy, lovely to talk to you. Now, where can we come along and see Quiz in My Pants Hardcore?
Quiz in My Pants Hardcore Trivia is on at the Butterfly Club, which is just off Swanson Street in the city behind David Jones.
Yes.
And people can just go to the Comedy Festival website, which is very easy, comedyfestival.com.au, and search for trivia, search for quiz, and they'll find us there, and they can buy tickets online.
And I believe you start on the 22nd of March at 10 p.m. So
10 p.m. It's a late show, so have a meal first, or see one of the many other shows in the Comedy Festival, then come to us for a late night giggle.
Nice to talk to you, Jeremy. Thank you very, very much. Wish you well with that. Say hi to Cassie for me, and great talking with you today. Thanks very much for your time.